let you know.
And what was this? What's the surprise?
Whatever.
What
You's
is
a,
that?
you's a hater.
That's why you're the one that keeps everything going. You're the one that, you
Yeah.
know, we, if you what is it? If you read everything,
Yeah, I have. It'd be like, oh, yeah, I haven't
hold
read
on.
anything. Let me see what's going on with my eyeballs. What you mean? Hold on. We got to
No, I
get a new
think that.
picture there.
Oh yeah, we are so due
So do.
for a new pick.
There we go.
Mm-mm-mm.
No, I was repeat.
Kiki
You
keeps
didn't
it
hear
because
me
she likes
echoing.
her little smile. She like, no, you weren't echoing to us. She likes her smile and her little blue shirt with
Nah.
Zeta. She's like, yeah, yeah, get another blue shirt, sis. But that one ain't working for me and Jerry. So take that out. Like
What are the logo?
the
Huh?
picture that's there
The
with
picture.
your head all
Yeah.
What's wrong
turned
with it?
cocked over. Just what? Come on,
And I
What's wrong
Jerry.
with it?
it
Jerry got her ID on. Work ID. You talk about what's wrong.
pray for work.
Yeah.
All
Kiki's
right.
like all booted and tooted. She got her butt out on her head tilt to the side.
Sideline.
I'm sitting there like, what?
Are we done?
Yeah,
Yeah.
are we ready? Oh, are we
Is you
live?
ready or is you done? Yes, we're
Is
live.
we ready? Come on, let's do
Here
this.
we
Am
go.
I loud? What am I doing? All right.
Hey girl, hey.
Hey,
Hey,
cool.
Hey.
hey,
Damn it.
Y'all
Hey.
doing?
After 2 years, this is what we got. Hey.
2 years.
two
That's
years.
such a
Happy anniversary,
blessing.
girls.
Happy anniversary. 2 years.
Yeah.
2 damn years with y'all, folks.
Yeah. You
Child.
know, it's something when
A lot
people,
has happened in these 2 years.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
pretty cool.
we'll definitely get into that. Just in case you were watching us on the YouTube, as LaShawn would say. This is the
Hmm.
Hey Girl Hey podcast on Urban Media Today. I am the radio chick Kiki Brown.
And I'm the chatter chick, LaShawn Tipton.
And I'm your millennial chick, Jerry Tipton. Holla.
You gotta do the fingers. Millennial.
I'm
Play
millennial,
play the
millennial.
keyboards.
I can't because I
Millennial.
have a virtual background, so it looks weird when I
Yeah.
do it.
Does.
Yeah. Because if you move back, it looked like you fell off your chair.
It does. It does. It's
And you
weird.
just disappear like boop.
I'm like,
Except for
what?
that shirt. Your shirt be like,
Black lives
hi.
make America great again.
Yeah.
There we
Black
go.
lives make
Mega.
America
That,
great. Okay, so if you're watching on the YouTube or you're listening Saturdays, Live 365, or tune in on Urban Media Today Radio, start time at 9:30, you're going to hear us run down the weekly hot topics and just picked a few of them because there was so much that was going on this weekend. Trump's still upset. So while he sits in the corner poking his little red lip, Lil Wayne, his good friend, could be facing 10 years in prison. Now, LaShawn, you don't know this because you're always booked and busy, but I'm sure Jer knows
mm,
that close to this time last year, Lil Wayne got into some trouble on a private plane. Looks like some police officers or feds searched the private plane and found some weapons. Now, you know, he's a felon.
mm-hmm.
So
No.
that's a
No.
no-no. That's a
Mm-mm.
no-no.
Little Wayne's a felon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so surprised.
Why are you surprised?
Yeah. Why you believe me?
Oh,
I was gonna say that's a little sarcastic. I'm
I'll
so
keep it. You're
Yeah.
really good. Oh, let me just, that was good. That was really good. That was really good. So anyway, folks were questioning Lil Wayne to see if that stunt he pulled on election night or the night before election day, him sitting there with his ugly
oh,
clothes and he was doing this next to Donald Trump to see if he
yeah.
did he sell his soul to get a pardon. And you know
50 Cent said
that
he
ain't
did.
Mm.
well
50
that's
Cent
Prince
said
Petty.
on he said
That's
on The
Prince Petty.
View that
Y'all
he
friends.
did. And he said that on The View yesterday, 50 Cent said that Trump tried to pay him, I think it was
$1 million.
$1 million or $500,000
A
to
million, yeah.
a million, to show up at one of his
His
rallies.
inauguration.
And
Mm.
he said
He said no.
no.
Yep,
Hmm.
he sure did say no.
So
Probably
he
because he
might,
wanted more. He probably wouldn't give him
right.
more.
He could negotiate
If
it. He
he
was
would have
like,
Yeah.
gave him more, he probably would have went.
No.
He'd
yo,
Oh
probably
yeah.
laughed.
shorty,
He'd have been
it's your
like,
birthday.
"Hey, I'm
That's
right
all it took.
here."
I'm up in.
So
Poor
folks
Tootsie.
are upset that Lil Wayne, kind of sort of endorsed Donald Trump, and now they're kind of like, the joke's on you, fool, because Donald Trump is not going to pardon you now,
Yeah.
because Donald Trump is trying to save his booty,
Yeah.
because
Right.
he about to lose his job and he about to go to jail. So
He ain't leaving without a fight. I'm telling you that now. I mean, he is still trying. He fired. Who did he just recently fire? Kiki. My mom just told me.
CIA director or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Because there is no voter fraud. It's everything was done the right way. And once if you disagree with him in any way, shape, or form, you're done. You know what I mean? You're fired. You're eliminated. Like you have to be on this man's side, right or wrong. And it's just really, really crazy to me how someone can be that manipulative. All because of who they are and the power. Definitely abusing it.
But the Lil Wayne thing, though, what do you think?
Honestly, I'm not surprised because, and I think Lil Wayne is a great rapper, entertainer, but I never thought he was for us anyways, just by comments he have made in the past and, just
about the whole Black Lives Matter and stuff.
Yeah. And then comments about Emmett Till in one of his songs. And there was something else, a couple other things. And the thing with Trump, I'm not surprised. So, and at this point, I think some black people was fed up with him, at this point. So I'm honestly, and then,
Good luck. Should we ask the women of a certain age? You do know who the Lil Wayne is.
I do know the Lil Wayne. That's that.
The Lil Wayne.
That little gremlin looking guy.
Oh my God.
So he does. He has that gremlin look. He looks just like that guy from the Gremlins. Put some water on him, he'll multiply. But this is the thing about Lil Wayne. Like this is just
that was his name.
The way is he really worried about black people being mad at him? Because do we really buy his records? Isn't it more white people that buy his records than
that? I don't know, but no, black folks love Lil Wayne.
I mean, not saying all black people got to listen to it, because I don't.
Maybe after that comment about the whole Black Lives Matter, folks was like, So, and now that he, somewhat endorsed Trump, black folk are sitting back like,
yeah. I mean, you can endorse whoever you want.
You can do now.
Yeah, it ain't like we all sitting back having a meeting and we all got together and said we all should endorse Trump, because truly all of us have not endorsed Trump. And I ain't mad at you for voting the way you want to vote. I don't care.
Here's my thing. Did he even vote?
Yeah. The thing is, vote. I
don't even vote though, because I don't know what the statutes are in Louisiana, what the law is in Louisiana. If you are a felon, do you even have the right to vote?
You can. It depends on what I don't know. I think
we lost our millennial.
Oh, look at the millennial. She done said bloop.
She'll come back.
She didn't.
We'll see if she'll come back for this one. LaShawn, do you know who Waka Flocka is?
Yeah.
He's a rapper.
His mother is Deb.
Right.
Deb.
Love and Hip Hop or something. Yeah. She's a big.
What's Deb Abney or something? Her name is.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Oh, I hope Jared comes back. Anyway, so they're on.
What happened?
What happened? It just y'all froze, and I'm like, what happened?
Well, we're glad you're back, because now we're talking about Waka Flocka and his comment about Tammy. And he was saying that Tammy is a better woman now because he cheated on her and it made her into a beast. It made her a stronger woman. I made her who she is right now because I cheated on her. She was never really affectionate and stuff. And the therapist, because they're on what's the reality show?
Marriage Boot Camp.
Marriage Boot Camp. And
they were on that before.
Married. Anytime a check coming in,
they got a spinoff show too.
Coming, that's a check.
So they're going to have a spinoff show.
But the therapist was saying that, do you think the reason why she wasn't so aggressive or why she was so passive is because of her infidelity issues? And he was like, nah, I actually made her meaner. Tammy had no idea what she was up against. It could have made her or broke her.
Right.
It made her even better than what I thought. I helped her.
Yeah.
So I get what he's saying, but I don't like how it's being said, if that makes sense.
Okay.
It's like, why do you have to cheat on me for me to be better? You know what I mean? Like that's what I don't like about the whole context of what he said. Now on the flip side, I see where he's coming from. Like, oh, I cheated on her, so she's gonna step her A game up this time. Like she's gonna do more and this and that, whatever.
He wasn't doing it for her to step her game up. He was saying that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't like, let me just shoot on her one more time. I don't think she aggressive enough. Mm-hmm. Let me just sleep with homegirl one more time and see if I could break it.
I just feel like they give excuses for cheating. That shouldn't be, you know, for his reasoning should not be, you know, because he cheated. Like, oh, I made her a beast and this and that. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I don't really. I understand.
Think, Sean?
I don't know. I don't really.
I agree with what he said. I think if I'm thinking if he said it in this term, because you know sometimes we have to go through some trials and tribulations to make us stronger.
Right.
Especially in relationships, if you go through cheating, it is going to make you stronger. And
right.
In some people's case, it does. You know what you're not going to put up with. You know, he probably knows. I'm hoping that he said it in this sense, that he knows what her limit is and what she's not going to put up with. So during his time of infidelity, she probably was like, I'm done. And it doesn't give him license to keep on doing it.
Right.
I hope he does not think that. I'm just hoping that he said that just to say that now she's a beast in terms of, I'm not putting up with your stuff. I'm out of here. Try that again. And it made her stronger as a woman, which, you know, adversity like that always makes us stronger. Most of us, it makes us stronger. We know what we're not going to put up with, and we know who we're not going to take it from. So I think I hope he said it like that, because that's a foolish statement to say, you know, my cheating made her stronger. That's why she's with me. Well, yeah, you know what? She should have got rid of you.
Right.
First of all,
they both need each other. They both need each other. So
I seen a little show and I saw where, you know, he had a couple breakdowns just as well as she did. And they came to the realization that they're both in love with each other. And, you know, nobody's going anywhere. So he can mess around. But I seen her on the television and she shows like she's, you know, getting her strength back, and she knows who she is. So go ahead. Go on and walk yourself, Flocka.
Okay. So real quick, we got 3 minutes. I don't like LaVar Ball. I'm not a LaVar Ball fan, but Jared told me about this story. I think, telling his sons that they'll never meet a good woman while playing in the NBA. They're going to meet a hoe.
Oh, that's him. That's that guy. He has a big mouth.
He talks too much. Yeah. His big, oh my goodness. So this is from the Shade Room, but Tank responded saying, amazing how the women are being labeled, but the men who participate in games are not, LOL. There are thoughts on both sides. So find you one that keeps it 100 with you and keep it 100 with her and keep it pushing. Saying there are no good women at restaurants, because he was saying while you're in the NBA, the only people you're going to meet are the women at the restaurants, the women at the clubs. Those are going to serve, and they're not smart people. So Tank saying that there are no good women at restaurants, clubs, or in the area is just not smart. He says, I guess I do have to consider the source. Anything like LaVar Ball says, you're just like, whatever. But Jerry, you wanted to talk about it. Why?
Another comment he had made was saying that if a woman is single at 30 years old, there's something wrong with her. Which I'm like, no.
Is he single? Is he married?
I don't know.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't like that comment because, you know, I'm closer. I'm going to be 30 next year. And, you know, I've dated guys, you know, in the past. And my thing is, if I'm still single at 30 years old, that's a personal choice for me. That's not because, you know, there's something wrong with me. I haven't, you know, found the right guy.
You haven't found the right person yet. It's not, I mean, it's your time.
who don't get married and stuff until they're like 40 or 50. Doesn't mean there's nothing wrong with them. I still got to get my life together and, do other things, and, maybe date. But that doesn't mean there's something wrong with me or other women who's still single at 30. Like that
breathe,
part.
Jerry, breathe.
Yeah.
Breathe, girl.
That's
there
one of
are
those
people
statements.
who have been married that are at your age trying to get out.
Yeah.
People are trying to get out of their marriage.
He just throws stuff out there so that people
to get somebody to talk.
Yeah, it's one of those things. He threw the stone. Whoever gets hit makes the noise. I ain't making no noise. That's foolishness. The statement is even dumb. It's a dumb statement.
It is dumb.
I'm going to give you the Dum Dum Award. Here you go, Dum Dum. You get the Dum Dum Award.
No, here's another. No, here's somebody that gets a Dum Dum Award. I think we got fan mail. Fan mail is back. And here it is.
Oh
My homegirl is a hoe, and I don't think she cares, and it's making me look bad.
That's a good one.
So
that's a good one.
Ready for it?
Yeah.
Y'all ready for it?
I gotta blow my nose.
Oh, okay. Go blow your nose. We'll be right back. It's the Hey Girl Hey podcast on Urban Media Today. What? He really went the blood.
And took the camera off. Oh my god. I gotta blow my nose.
If you're watching us live on YouTube, you can email. Thank you. You can email us at the Hey Girl Hey podcast at gmail.com. We won't read your name. We get emails from a lot of different places. This one is actually from Atlanta. So as soon as she gets finished cleaning the bats out the cave, she wasn't even finished. She turned the camera.
I wasn't even finished.
She was like,
I needed a mirror.
2 years we've been dealing with this. 2 years. 2 years.
I needed a mirror. This is a good mirror here. I'm good.
Hey girl, hey.
Hey.
Hey girl, hey podcast. It's time to read fan mail saying my homegirl hoe. Sorry for those who I'm just reading. Let me read the email. My homegirl broke up with her husband, and she's out sleeping around with so many men it's becoming uncomfortable. I think she's single now. Oh, I know she's single now, but I don't think a woman should be acting this way, do you? She's not in her 20s, and she's not a senior citizen, but like LaShawn, a woman of a certain age. When she tells me about her escapades, I just listen and maybe say, wow, or I don't want her to think that she can't talk to me, but it's becoming a bit too much. Am I wrong for wanting her to sit her ass down? We're in Atlanta.
Okay.
And it ain't safe out here. She needs to slow down. Help.
Well, I feel like so she's a middle-aged woman, right? Middle-aged.
Yeah.
So she's not mad. I feel like maybe she missed out on doing what she wanted to do because she was married. And nothing.
She's sowing her oats.
There's nothing wrong with that's the stereotype, not the stereotype. You know what I mean? Like the guys can do it, but if women do it, we're hoes. You know what I mean? Like there's guys that do double standards, 60s and that do it all ages. But if woman does it, as long as she's being safe, you know what I mean? Do your thing. She ain't trying to get married all over again, is she? I don't think so. She, wants to live her life and have fun. Just be safe doing it. Now,
I think so.
Yeah.
As long as the man is not taken.
Right.
I don't have a problem. You
right. Don't be sleeping.
You smash it. Just make sure you're responsible, but don't try and mess up somebody else's home because yours didn't work out. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like I'm not about that, but go ahead. She said she's around your age, LaShawn. So
what you think?
I think her friend is a hater. She's a hater. When you write in about
you're
your
not trying
friend.
To let Stella get her groove back.
Yes. She's a woman of a certain age and she's been married. She got a little smarts and wits to her to know who she's dealing with and what she's doing. Right. So you're just hating writing this letter about your friend's a hoe. Should I hang with her? Watch the company you're with. But I think the writer is a hater. I
Maybe they're
do.
concerned too. Maybe
You
she is a hater. She
Huh?
might be jealous because she's getting more
you're
than what the friend is.
jealous.
But
You're
we
jealous.
all know that, the activities that go on in Atlanta, it's been known, it's been rumored. So,
Mm-hmm.
she's just saying she needs to be careful. Maybe Atlanta's small. And
Not as
stuff gets
small
around.
as
She's concerned.
Pittsburgh. Not as small as Pittsburgh,
I
and
don't
a
know.
whole lot goes around here. But
Yeah.
I
Mm.
mean, I understand her little concern for her
Right.
friend. I understand. I mean,
We
I don't
don't know
know.
if it's a girl or a guy that's writing the letter,
Yeah.
actually.
Did she
You think
say
it's
my girlfriend's a hoe?
she just said my home girl.
My home girl.
My home girl. So
My
we don't know if
home
it's a
girl.
guy or a girl.
Or we're just
Right.
exchanging pronouns. My
We're
home
Right.
just
girl. Okay. So for the sake of I can't get it visually. Let's say for the sake it's a girl. My home
okay.
girl's a hoe. Could you read? I mean, I don't have the
My
letter. Read
homegirl
that
broke
again.
up with her husband. Now she's out sleeping around with so many men, it's becoming uncomfortable. I know
Uncomfortable
she's
for who? It's
them, the writer.
Exactly.
how
For her.
does her sleeping around become uncomfortable for
Probably, well, she
her?
said that tells she tells me about her escapades. I just listen and maybe say wow or I don't want her to think that she can't talk to me, but it's becoming a bit too much.
So what kind of friend are you? Because
Maybe if
really,
it's a guy, maybe he likes her.
male or female, hater. Because if you're a real friend, it's this is all hater news. So you
Hater.
know what? I just got to say this, writer. Thank you for writing, and we appreciate all of your
So
comments.
now
But I
you're
just
gonna
got to
butter
say
him
this:
up and just called him
you're
a hater.
you're a hater. Um, because if this is your friend, what should be uncomfortable is that you can't speak to them about it. Not that you're so uncomfortable that you say, yeah. You should be writing like, I don't know how to address this with them because I feel this activity. You sat there and said, you grin and be like, well, okay, well, Then why, if this is your friend, why don't you say, "So, girl, this is a little bit too much." Like,
Well,
say,
if I
tell
can,
them.
I'm uncomfortable if my girlfriends talk to me about, intimate details. I don't want to know. I don't tell them anything that happens sexually,
But
intimately in my relationship.
you
It's none
tell
of their
them
business.
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
exactly.
It's
But
none
don't
of their
you tell them
business.
you
But
feel
if I feel
uncomfortable?
comfortable enough, if they're comfortable with me to tell
Right.
me things that's happening, if they had a sexual escapade, and I cringe sometimes, like, ugh. But I'm a prude, so that's just me. I just don't. I'm just not into sharing those types of intimate details. And I think we talked about this before. Certain things you just don't do with your homegirls because you don't know. Homegirl could be like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Hey,
Okay.
Day
Yeah,
Day.
you don't know. You don't
Day
know.
Day.
Yeah.
Hey, Jim.
Jim. Jim.
Yeah,
Jim
Jim and
Lee.
Keisha.
Jim
Yeah.
and Keisha still
And
going
Rollo and them.
strong.
Yeah.
Keisha
Rollo.
be talking
Yeah.
about Jim.
Yeah.
And,
I don't know. I mean, I have a small circle of friends. I know a lot of people, but I have a small circle of close friends, and we talk about a lot of different things. And but I do have like probably one or two in particular that I will go a little deeper with
mhm,
some of the things. And we've been knowing each other for years, and nobody really expressed their being uncomfortable with it. There's
mhm.
certain things I just don't say, but to one particular person, I tell them like everything, and they'd be like, "What?" Or they'll tell me something. I'll be like, "What? How you do that? How did
Mhm.
that go?" You know what I mean? Like we can talk like that. So I don't feel uncomfortable. We feel comfortable with each other. And
Right.
I don't think I would write to somebody and be like, my homegirl's a hug. No. I mean, if I felt like she had these hoish tendencies, I would say it. I'd be like, "Girl,
You got
that's a hoe move."
that's a homo girl.
You know what I mean?
You
Like,
acting a little hoish today. I
yeah,
just
no
You
want
got
you to
hoish.
know.
real hoish girl. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, right. Like, because this is your home girl, because you said it's your home girl. So my advice to the writer is like, tell your home girl, you probably aren't the one that wants to hear all of it, and you
Mm-hmm.
probably aren't the one. You're a prude like Kiki, so you don't want to hear all that.
Just
So
say right, like you said. If it makes you uncomfortable, just say it. Like, girl, do your thing, but I don't want to hear it no more. You can easily say no. You know what I'm saying? Just do.
yeah,
What's the problem? You
Yeah,
know?
just say no. I mean,
I'm the person that's saying, wow,
Yeah, I'd be
yeah.
like, "That girl."
okay.
But as
What
soon as they want to
TMI?
taste your drink, they be
TMI.
like, "Oh, let me have some of your drink."
No.
Let me. You be like, "Oh, hold up." Let me ask the bartender to get you a little plastic cup. I'm gonna pour a little
Yeah,
bit in it.
no.
Don't you put your lips nowhere
Nah,
around
girl. Nah,
rim of my
bruh.
cup or my
Nope.
straw. I will
Nope.
fight you.
The
You
lips
know
on
what I
my
mean?
stuff.
And you said that. Can I
Uh-uh.
have a bite of your sandwich? Absolutely not. You will
Be
not
like, no,
put
here, you
those.
can have it. Just take it. I
Yeah.
don't.
Let me get
No,
a
I'm
knife
good.
and cut part of it. Because the
No.
love ain't there with that. But I ain't writing about any of my friends. I mean, if you heard the conversations we have, honey, and man,
And I think it's also
we have a good time.
you are more comfortable when you're older. You are more
Yeah.
comfortable because it's
Yeah.
kind of like, what do you look? What can you lose? You're
Yeah.
already established with your friends. At your age, LaShawn, you tell me, and you're not up there, but
No,
at
I'm
your
not.
age, you know who your friends are. Your friends are settled. You have your top five. You have your golden girls. You got your
Right.
top pick. And these are the ones that's ride or die pretty much. You're not at a point where you're like, maybe they're not gonna make the cut next year. We may
Right.
not renew her contract. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Well,
For
I've had
me,
some. I had some because some people come in your life just for a season. Yeah,
yeah,
I had
yeah,
some seasonal friends. Yeah,
yeah. But
yeah.
but you know who your top five are.
I
You
got
know
my
what I'm
top
saying?
five
But when
exactly.
you're
Yes.
younger, you're still auditioning people for that
Yeah.
role. So
People
you're losing friends,
going
you're gaining friends, people are associates, then you go through backstabbing or you go through certain things. And you're not at that level. And so this person, she's not in her 20s, she's up there with you. So I guess my point is she just feels that someone at that age should know to be a little bit more careful. But
right.
maybe the friend, the writer, is someone that is not that isn't that age group where they can understand it. Because I'm
Right.
sure you and your friends will be like, yeah, girl, I know, because I had to rub myself down with some tiger balm before I got in there, child. Because woo, child, he
All
was
the tricks
Woo,
and
all the tricks
woo.
and child. I didn't go to yoga class this weekend, so I had to do some stretches.
Yeah, I ain't
And
been
you
to
get
yoga.
that, you understand that. But when you're
Yeah,
outside of that age bracket, you don't get it. So
yeah.
maybe what if the person is their child and they just said they was their homegirl? I'm trying to be Steve in the code cracker here.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
Kiki.
saying? It's
Yeah.
it's what if that
You
person
ain't
is their
still
child?
gonna write a
Well, you
letter
saying
and
they're
talk
still a
stuff.
hater, regardless.
They're hating. They're because for one
But
thing,
why do
okay,
they
so
have to be hating? Why can't they
you
just be concerned?
because she just got out of a relationship. She just got out of a marriage. She said that she was married and she just I guess left her husband or something. You don't know what she
Mm-hmm.
left her husband for, what was going on in her husband. Maybe she didn't
Right.
have these opportunities or this kind of fun and experienced it out now that
Exactly.
she's not with her husband. She's like, hey, you mean all these years I've been missing this?
Mhm.
So, she might tell the friend some things, but there might be some she could embellish a little bit. I don't know. I don't know this person, but it sounds to me like she's just enjoying some things. It didn't She says she's a hoe, but I guess there's level to hoedom. Like,
Love
is
stuff.
she a hoe where she's multiple
What's
or
the hold'em
she's
totem?
yeah? What's the hoedom totem
What's the
pole?
hold'em totem pole?
Like, where's she at? Like, is
She in
she
the
a hoe with this one person or is she a hoe with several people?
okay.
You know what I mean? Like, you can do great things with one person and it would blow one person's mind.
So she said this person says so many men. So many
Mm,
men to them could be 3.
Right.
So many men to me could be 7.
Right.
yeah, yeah,
And my thing, if you're single and you are smart and you're careful,
Do
yeah.
have
it.
fun.
Yeah,
Have
it would be
fun.
my suggestion to be out there sleeping with a whole bunch of people, but we
No,
don't
I'm
know
not
that. We just
saying.
said it. I mean, now I'm
I'm
just saying it
just
would be
saying
my
have
suggestion.
fun. I'm
If
not
she
gonna
just
judge you.
called her a hoe, like what is the extent? What do you call hoeing? She's out there kissing several guys or taking her money, or is she doing like she's like a sugar mama hoe type. You know what I mean? Like what is the hoe type? She's sleeping around. She's doing yeah. I don't know. But it sounds to me like now she got her little groove back and and her friends kind of hating on her groove.
Same thing
Like
Jerry said too. It's a double standard for guys. I'm sorry.
Is it?
The double
yeah,
standard for guys. If a guy gets out of prison, I hate to do that, but that's usually the
woo,
scenario. If a guy gets out of prison,
you had to
they
do the
buying him some
prison.
cookie. They
Oh my,
buying him some cookie.
They is
He's got to get his whole stroll on.
oh, they is man.
it's a whole show about it. Love after lockup, man.
Oh
I
yeah.
was like, this is a show. Like, how did you meet him? there's apps where
Girl,
you get,
my brother.
oh well, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh,
All right, so we're gonna go into.
I just asked the Lord. I say, hey, Lord, bring him here. I don't want to get onto the county and find him. I don't want you because he's supposed to find me, but don't let him come out the county, come straight to my door by mistake.
I want them here.
Woo! Oh, I got to caress myself on that. Oh, Jesus. Oh.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Shout out to my boys in the county. Shout out. Thank you for listening.
Okay. Write us.
Right?
No, write LaShawn.
No!
Hey Girl Hey Podcast at gmail.com.
Watch out, be getting all these letters.
LaShawn.
LaShawn, it'd be like, Jim 157 G810. I'm like, what?
157.
Jim's calling.
Jim's calling. Call from
Jim. Yeah, and Rollo. I'm like,
and Rollo. I can't.
Rollo?
All right,
Jesus,
so
take the wheel.
Monique has done it again.
She do.
Monique has done it again. She got folks criticizing her, talking about her again. But you know what? I kind of get it. We're gonna take a quick break,
Mhm.
and then we'll come back and talk about Monique calling her husband daddy. And there's a reason. There's a reason why she calls her husband daddy. It's so uncomfortable to hear, but we're gonna take a break and we'll get into girl talk next. It's the Hey Girl Hey podcast on Urban Media today. Hold on.
Such a
Me
rude.
I gotta get my robe.
Well, Jerry, you didn't even make up the bed. What was at the bed? What's your pillows?
What you say?
Hey, Jerry, you ain't got your pillows up. You ain't even make up your bed. It's right.
I know.
Y'all kidding. And she done got the damn.
Oh, I got the. But actually,
all right, are we ready?
Actually,
I can't.
Your robe looks just like. Hold up, I gotta show you what your robe look like. Hold on.
I'm cold, y'all.
Come on, y'all.
No, I didn't make my bed up. What's she doing?
Anyway, I'm trying to do the countdown, and my counter is not here. Sean.
She go for
Girl, you
real.
look like you got a Santa Claus robe on.
We matching.
It looks just like this is my fur, one of my furs.
For real.
Yes.
Are you really wearing a fur coat? Peter
Yes.
gonna come and get you.
Yes.
That.
Peter, email us.
Just like
Hey Girl Hey
it looked just like my
podcast.
fur. I was like, look at Jerry got her little house coat on.
In a kitchen with a fur coat on.
The kitchen.
Smell like bacon grease.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Oh, hold up.
Come on, Sean.
Where's she going? It was cold, y'all. What you got?
She eating bacon.
Bacon.
This is some beloved type ish right here. Some beloved type ish right here.
I was hungry, so I had bacon.
Right. Here we go. It's the Hey Girl Hey podcast. I'm not even coming back with Hey Girl Hey. It's some damn foolishness. She done got her robe. She done came out with the damn fur coat and eating bacon. I can't. This is what you do in your second year. Happy anniversary.
Happy
girls.
anniversary. Mention something else. Mention some money. I'm gonna come out with that too. Mention some money. Go on. Okay. Mention the money.
So we're gonna mention Monique.
Money.
Monique. So Monique, I didn't know Tamar Braxton had a podcast.
I don't know either.
Everybody has a podcast.
Well,
Yeah.
that's true. I didn't know Tony Braxton had one though. And she was talking to Monique, and Monique addressed the fact that people seem to have a problem with her calling her husband, Sydney, daddy, to which she had addressed it before. And she says, when people say to me, why do you call him daddy? The comedian says that before both her and before they broke into laughter, I guess they were, I don't know if they were joking about this. She says, I tell him it's because he's right, he's raising me. He's giving me everything that my father did not. Uh-huh. Get you. He's raising me. He's giving me everything my father did not. When I say to black women,
Man, I don't like
y'all,
that.
please, if you have a good one, let your guard down and let it happen. Because when you got a king, he's got to prepare you to be queen. I'm not calling my man daddy. I'm not calling you zaddy.
Like how
I guess there are certain times, like and sex. I don't know, sexual. I heard people say, "Hey, give it to me, daddy,"
Oh, yeah,
whatever. But
yeah.
that even sounds weird to me too. That sounds so. But I've heard people say, because they have kids, and they'll say, "Did you give your dad some food? Did you give daddy some food?" You know what I mean? Like, because they're so used to saying to their kids, "Daddy." But she took it out of that whole context that she put it into because he raised her.
he's right.
Now
He's
we don't know if she
raising
was
her.
joking, but that's the soundbite.
He's
the
raising
right.
her.
He's raising her.
Like, who raised you?
Not you know.
I'm not doing that.
That
And the person and my man would never. He would never. Mm-mm, mm-mm. That ain't even sexy. That's not even hot.
It's not.
Hey, daddy. Ew, that's gross.
I always
Immediately I'm thinking about my dad. Like,
yeah.
And you sleeping with him every night, like, oh, dad, like,
come on to bed, daddy. No.
That's
he's
something
beside
that
you.
a 20-year-old would say to a 60-some-year-old sugar daddy.
Right.
Yes, daddy, no problem, dad. Like, that's gross.
That's sugar daddy.
But it's a sexual term. It's a daddy is a nickname, a sexual term, meaning dominant or submissive. Daddy implies your boyfriend is a dominant person in a relationship.
So maybe they're in that lifestyle.
Would you want the woman would you want him to call you mother?
No. You got too many immature dudes out there. So I don't even want to act like your mother. When you can't get stuff together and I'm acting like your mother, I'm feeling some kind of way for acting like that. You know what I mean? Like, if I got to do stuff for you that I think you should do as a man, and then you turn around and call me mommy, oh no. No.
I don't know. I mean, you do the normal thing, the babe, the honey, the babe.
Yeah, babe, honey.
That's about it.
I've done things like said Mr. to,
I will say the Mr.
Hey, Mr. You know what I mean? And it was cute. It was endearing. And it's the way I felt at the time, but I ain't feel no.
I just don't see anything sexy, but I've heard her reference Sydney as daddy, and that's
the way she's.
But you know what? That's what you do, boo. You do you.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jerry.
It just the way it's being described, like the whole context and the phrase, like because he's raising her, and that's weird. You know what I mean? There's some serious issues in healing that she has to go through, and
you're putting too much on him.
Yeah,
they've been together for a long time, and they've been through a lot together. So I mean, maybe she didn't have a good relationship with her father.
That's what I'm thinking.
And sometimes women look at their men, and I'm not saying all, but sometimes we want to compare them to our dads. You know what I'm saying? Because we respect our fathers. And so if there's some type of similar traits, their opinions matter. You don't want to disappoint them, just like you wouldn't want to disappoint your dad. You don't want to lie to them like you wouldn't want to lie to your dad. So, but as far as, it being a sexual nickname.
Nah. Ooh, no.
I'm good. Nope.
There's so much that I love about my dad. My dad is gone to glory. He's been gone for some years. But that I look at for that in a special man, because my father was a special man.
Right.
So, but I'm not, I would marry somebody who was like my father, like the caring and those kind of things like that. But I ain't calling him daddy. I mean, if he come in and he look just like my dad, and I'm like, call him daddy, I'm not doing that. It's just so weird. Like, I don't want to French kiss my dad, and I don't want to call a dude like, come on over here, daddy. I just don't.
But here's the thing, like even in you've seen it in movies, you know, we have old ears, LaShawn, so maybe Jerry has seen it.
Her ear, they be saying, come on over here.
Daddy.
They call them cuss words.
Shake it
come
for
over.
daddy. Shake it for daddy. Call me daddy. And it's like, what type of daddy issue, sexual abuse type? It just don't sound. That ain't hot. That ain't cute.
So weird.
Guys be like, big daddy, like big daddy's home. You know, like, really? No, he's not.
Now that I would find funny.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you're being funny, yeah, I'm repeating.
Now I get the big daddy. I get the big daddy. Like, call me big daddy.
Like, hey, big daddy.
Yeah, like, you know, like,
I'm not an everyday, hey, big daddy, you want me to make your plate? What was Kim Zodiac? Kim Zodiac, wasn't her?
Oh yeah, Big Papa.
Big Papa.
Big Papa.
Big Papa wrote checks and got her.
Big Papa wrote checks. Yeah. Like Heavy D. Like, if he was still living, God rest his soul. Yeah. But I mean, if Heavy was still living,
bow her head down.
I bow my head because I loved Heavy. You know, like he had a song.
Heavy D was a rapper, Jerry.
Daddy.
I know who Heavy is.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like he was the Big Papa. Like and he got that song, Call Me Big Daddy. Like I would be like, hey, Big Daddy. Now I can see that. Hey, Big Daddy, but I can't do the daddy without the big. Hey, Big Daddy. Not gonna do it.
You gotta be. Now, if you want me to call you Big Daddy, you got to be Big Daddy.
You gotta be Big Daddy.
If
I called you Big Daddy, you come in one day and I just say, hey. You got what I'm saying. Hey. How you doing?
First of all, you ain't coming in my house. That's the greeting you get.
Right.
You ain't coming in my house. All right, so we're almost done. But earlier you heard us talk about it being our 2nd anniversary.
Yeah.
So if you're just now joining us, we are the Hey Girl Hey podcast, and this happened 2 years ago. LaShawn saw me at a Tarana Burke panel discussion. Tarana Burke is the founder of the Me Too movement. And she saw me, and LaShawn, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I didn't know who the hell you was, child.
You ain't know me.
I knew you. Wait, I knew you looked familiar. I had been gone for 8 years. I
was on a panel with you one time.
That was a long time ago.
I was on a panel with your dad.
I know, and that was a really bad time for me.
It was.
So please, let's not bring that up, because that was really embarrassing. But anyway,
that was fun. It was.
Oh my God, I don't want to bring it up. But anyway, so she said, "Hey, I want to talk to you about something. I've been thinking about talking to you about something. Let's meet up." And I'm like, "Okay." You know how you just don't want to tell somebody you don't know who they are, but okay, cool. I knew who she was, but I couldn't remember her name, and that was embarrassing for me. But that's just me. My memory's horrible. So we met up at Panera. And you said, I want to start a podcast. And I was like, okay.
I'm like, oh, sure.
Why are we at Panera? No, seriously. She told me what she envisioned. And I had never even listened to a podcast before, but I got on the YouTube. Worked some things out.
You definitely did your homework.
Urban Media Today, Talk Sports was already in. They were already doing their podcast. And so we got it. We found Jer. I had already talked to Jer prior to, but then we met over at what was the restaurant I almost died in?
Sugar and Smoke.
Sugar and
Smoke.
Yeah.
Almost died in that damn restaurant. But
somebody said they don't eat seafood, then eat seafood.
No, I did. Yeah, I did. No, I didn't eat it. It was on the seafood was on whatever I ate. It was the smell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway,
show was good though. Show was good.
It was worth it. It was worth it. So anyway, Jer, we started it and we're here 2 years later. Can you believe it?
2 years later.
We have not been around.
Started at the bottom, now we're here.
We haven't been around each other since March.
Yep.
Yeah.
Haven't seen each other, like been in the same room since March. So we've been doing this thing
due
via Zoom due to COVID. And yeah. So what have you learned these past 2 years, LaShawn?
Oh, okay.
It's definitely not read your one sheet because
okay. Yeah. Pretty much sometime read the one sheet so you can know what's going on. Pretty much read it. There's a yeah.
You make it work though. You make it work.
I try because sometimes ignorant is bliss. Like
and hilarious as hell.
I don't know, but I've certainly enjoyed our ride together. You know, we can just go. I guess we're gonna ride it till the wheels fall off, and people have been really listening to it. I mean, I started a new position with another company, and the one young lady told me, she says, "Oh, I listened to your podcast," and I was like, "Get out of here." She was like, "Yeah." So then she started to question me on some of the things I said. I was like, "Oh no." I said, "Listen, when I'm at work, I'm LaShawn, okay? On the air with Chatter Chick. You don't bring this up on my job." You know,
right.
Yeah.
What you're not going to do.
What you're not going to do.
Right. But that's at least a shout her out. That's at least she listens. So that's what's up.
She listens to it, and her boyfriend listens to it. And and she gave me some pretty good points. And she, some things she heard, and she was like, "I didn't know that, you were funny." Because when I'm at work, I'm like, "Hey, good morning. How are you? Oh, good to see you." I'm like really into your business and trying to listen to people. I don't say too much. So she was like, "I didn't know you talked that much." I was like, "Yeah, that's why I'm a Chatter Chick on there. But at work, I'm LaShawn." So so it's a good thing. I'm glad to be a part of it, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
What about
I
you,
miss being with you guys, though.
I miss you so much. I miss damn Rashetta.
I know.
That cooking.
You're
in trouble.
What I liked the last 2 years when we were meeting up, having a different guest on the show, that was really, of course, really fun to meet different people, from different organizations, different type of jobs that they do. Good to have, people always come on the show with us. And meeting up with you guys. I remember LaShawn, when we went to your house for the reunion, we were talking about it, and you was like, "I'm thinking about, starting a podcast, with Kiki." And I was like, "Oh, really?" I said, "That'll be great." And, and I'm like, "Oh, well, maybe, I was thinking about it." I'm like, "Oh, okay, that'll be cool." But I'm thinking, what if it doesn't go through or whatever like that? Then that's when we all met up, and now we're here.
Yeah, because Jerry, I saw you on Facebook doing that's what had me asked you when we got together with the family. I said, "Hey, I saw you on Facebook.
Yeah,
you do something already, don't you?"
Yeah, yeah. My when I was doing the radio in college, I will always do Facebook Lives. So, and that's how people would see it on there. And it's funny because I was thinking about starting a podcast actually around the same time you were thinking about it. So I'm like, well, might as well, join in. So it worked out perfectly, with everything. So I'm really grateful for you guys. I am. I really, really am. This has been a lot of fun. I do miss going in to the studio, though. I do miss it. Even though Zooms are cool, but it's not the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we would leave after there
I'm
and eat some chicken wings.
Yeah, we
I'm
would
sick of
always
y'all. I'm
have
sick of y'all.
that.
I'm sick. No.
Yeah.
Y'all gave me, you challenge me every week. Every week I have to think about what is LaShawn gonna say? What is Jerry
No.
gonna say? How are they going to respond? Because there are a lot of things that I see that come to me. If it's an email, if it's a story, if it's entertainment, and there have been times where you've even said in a group text, you say, "What if we talk about that?" I'm like, is anybody going to be interested in hearing that?
Right. Yeah.
um and so it's challenging, but it's a good challenge, and it actually helped me. This platform helped me with an audition that I had, to do talk
Amen.
radio, so if that's in God's, if it's in God's plan, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But I've gained two sisters. I love the fact that we talk and see each other every week. I
Mm-hmm.
love that LaShawn is funny as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Funny
Definitely.
I
girl, you
am
Yeah.
are hilarious.
quiet. I'm so
And
quiet.
I love our guests. Who was your favorite? I don't want to say what was your favorite episode, because we are, for season 2, we are at 55 episodes.
Mm.
Wow.
So who was your favorite guest? Mine
Oh.
is your cousin, the guy, when we were live at the Kelly Strayhorn Theater.
Oh,
Yeah.
um, Devon,
Delonte.
Devontae, Delonte. Yeah,
Yeah. That was
Delonte.
He was
that
hilarious. He was
Yeah,
so funny.
he was going to
That
try
was
to
my
sit on
favorite.
that stage, and that stage could only hold like,
Child,
woo. I could just see our
child.
feet up in the air, like, whoop. Like, yeah,
oh
Mm,
Lord.
mm-mm.
he
But
wasn't going
that was
to.
mine. If I could pick a favorite, I mean, there was a lot. It was so many,
There were
Yeah,
so many. Oh, it's hard
so
to choose.
many. But yeah,
That was a really good show. That was one of my favorite shows, being that, was live. It was at the Kelly
mhm.
Strayhorn, theater.
that was
Very.
the anniversary,
It
right?
was
Yeah,
our
that was
first year
our
anniversary. Yep.
first year anniversary. Wow. Time goes by
Yeah.
fast. But
She'd be like, "Wow!" Here goes the whole room. You gonna make up your bed next time. You gonna stop doing that? You be here.
yeah, I just get up out of
Put
my
them pillows,
bed.
put them pillows up, right? There's like,
No,
hold on,
make
I
your
gotta go
damn
get my
bed.
house coat.
Make your damn bed.
yeah,
One thing
yeah.
I will say, we learned a lot of stuff. So we had Beth Pittenger on, who's with the Police Citizen
Mhm.
Review Board. So we learned some stuff
Yeah,
from her.
yeah.
Um,
Lenny
uh,
McAllister.
oh my God, Lenny
Yeah,
McAllister is hilarious, and he's
yeah.
our favorite
The black
Republican, our
Republican.
favorite
Yes,
Black Republican.
he's my favorite He's my
He's
favorite
my
black
only.
Republican. Yeah.
Yes. So Lauren Darbouze, the divorce attorney. Of
Oh
Mhm,
course,
yeah,
Portia Fox with no
mhm,
yes.
filter whatsoever. That girl.
mhm.
She would have
Of
had fun with
course,
this
she'd be
show
like,
today.
"Listen, Mr. Sean."
She would have had fun today, especially with
Yeah.
the daddy topic. She definitely would have
Oh,
had fun.
Oh
Jesus,
yeah.
take the
Yeah.
wheel. Take the
Mm.
wheel.
I also like the fact that we are on a lot more streaming apps, and people can hear us from across the country.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And they can see us on YouTube. So we have evolved in that way. But where do you see us going in year 3?
Oh
Mm,
yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully by year 3 or before we get to our 3rd year, we'll be back in the studio. Back in the
That would be
studio.
nice.
That would be
That would be
yeah,
nice. Let's see if we
good.
can make that happen. Maybe we could do some camera stuff. Make it into
Yeah.
a talk show or something.
Camera,
I like
photography.
the camera idea.
Love
I
it.
think in year 3, if I'm still here in Pittsburgh area, I mean, because that's not really my goal. Goal is to be here. Isn't
You
that
playing, you moving.
or
We ain't gonna talk about this here.
do something where I
But
can travel. But we can,
okay.
now that we know that we can do Zoom, we can always meet up. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
That's the thing. But I like to keep it moving.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move. We just wanted to share some things with you all. It was our 2nd anniversary, and so we appreciate
Second.
everybody. We were nominated for the best
Uh,
podcast. We didn't win,
Yeah.
who
but
won?
shouts to the city paper. You folks voted for us.
Who
I don't
won
know
though?
Yeah.
who won.
You
I
don't
I
don't
know
don't
who
know.
I
We didn't. So
I think we did.
Yeah.
I think we did.
I think the vote.
Okay.
I think we did.
I want to recount.
We need a
Yes.
I will not
I'm
concede.
so going to trump them. There needs to be a recount.
There
I
needs
think
to
we
be a
won.
recount. There needs to be a recount. All right. So hopefully this is your first time watching us. If it is, welcome. We appreciate you. And LaShawn's going to tell you how you can reach us and
Oh no.
how you can find us. No? Okay.
Yeah. I will.
Oh, okay. Because, last time you was like, wait a minute, I got to
Girl, I had to go. I don't know where I went, but I went
to
somewhere.
the bathroom.
To the bathroom. So you get to a certain age, your nose run. You got to go to the bathroom. You drink water. Put on a fur coat.
Eat bacon.
Eat bacon. Get your protein. You get older, you need more protein. But anyway, listeners, you can follow us on social media at Hey Girl Hey Podcast on Instagram or at the Hey Girl Hey Podcast on Facebook or at Girl Hey 2018 on Twitter. Or you can email us at the Hey Girl Hey Podcast at gmail.com. And if you have any questions or if you have any show topic ideas, you can give us a call at 412-709-6130.
All right. And Jared, we've evolved further than SoundCloud now. We in 2 years.
Woo.
Now we everywhere. So tell them how they could get us.
Yes. So to listen to episodes of the Hey Girl Hey podcast, we are on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, Live 365, SoundCloud, Podbeam, Anchor FM, Google Play, YouTube, and on urbanmediatoday.com.
Wow. That's big.
Yeah. I like
That's
that
big.
YouTube.
I like that we're doing our own little thing. I like that. And you listen to other podcasts and you're just like, I'm kind of glad that we have this sister type thing going on and we can just talk about whatever and have our own perspectives and laugh about it and it's fun and it's cool and I like it. So
right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's
Super
it for us.
duper
I'm the
cool.
radio chick Kiki Brown.
And I'm the chatter chick LaShawn Tipton.
And I'm your millennial chick, Jerry Tipton.
And it is the Hey Girl